So I put the headphones on.
Maybe that's what I should really seriously consider.
Ready to start with the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I have a motion to approve the minutes of last meeting, please.
Make that motion.
I'll second it.
No vote, yes. Communications, Mr. Bennett.
Okay. From Warren Fire Equipment, we got notice that the SCBA's...
Yeah, it's on the card.
You got that? Okay. All right. Road striping from Kevin sent into the engineer's office, right, Kevin?
Correct.
6.9 miles total. Weaver, Hoyle, Shenandoah, Heiser, and Mill.
Everything north of town.
Okay. A copy here we have of a Historical Records Advisory Board grant Denny and Kevin worked on. It's for mainly cemetery work. The iPad, camera, and a wireless color all-in-one printer. 50-50 match. So we'll see what happens with that.
Kind of pushes towards data entry and putting everything in the internet world, you know, trying to get all that information out there for the public.
And just wish us luck.
Yeah.
See what happens.
A copy of our letter that was mailed to Lou Vega requesting the funding for the roof out here we approved last meting.
And AIM has been notified.
Yeah, I talked to Jared, let him know they won the bid, and I said that he won't be asked to do it until we get the money in hand from the green team. And he asked me if he gets an opening first thing in the spring, would it be, at weather break, it would be all right just to do it, and then we can pay him whenever we get the money from the green team.
I'd like to wait till I get confirmation back from Lou. He said it in a meeting, but until he...
Right. If we get confirmation at least that we're going to get it.
If we don't have the money in hand, but as long as we have confirmation.
That's right.
And Jason's really looking, he's got some weeks that are open and stuff, and he's just looking for something to do in between the filling his time, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, we get a confirmation, at least from him. I know he said yeah, but...
Yeah. Things happen.
Agreed.
Metallico, we got information from them. Are we all okay with this, Jody? Everything's okay?
Yeah, in the past we've never gotten that. We're good about doing that, but now they're going to require that everything that has Freon in it or any refrigerant is going to have to be stamped and tagged. So if we're lucky enough that everything is broken when it comes in, I don't know if they'll even accept it as being broken. I think it's going to have to be tagged anyway to show that it was looked at to be. So we're going to definitely, the past several years we've actually had a Freon recycler come in and get the material out of it. So
who did we use last year?
I believe it was Chad.
Oh,
Chad
that's
Wade.
right. Yeah.
Cardinal Mechanics.
Okay. That's right. Because before it was
Vince Martin.
Okay. So, all right, we know about this. From the county prosecutor, he has moved the meeting that was to be in March until April 2nd. This is the one about changes in Ohio law affecting townships. So if you're going, we need to RSVP to Rita Wolfson there no later than March 25th. And that's in Boardman. Otarma sent out information that they will be giving money back to all of us that are members and make our, they don't call it premiums, they call it contributions. The 2014 capital distribution of $1 million will be implemented at your township's anniversary renewal date. So we'll see a reduction at that time. In the last 2 years, we've had to pay our contribution, and then they sent us a check. And every so often, then they let that build up, and then they just give us a discount at renewal, and that's what's going to happen this time, so that's good. Okay, that's all I have, Jason.
Okay. A motion to approve the February financial report?
And I will second.
And I will vote yes. And then are we prepared to approve permanent appropriations now?
Okay.
Okay.
Does this have to be in the form of a motion?
Yes.
Okay. I'd like to make a motion that we reappropriate the funds in the recycling fund to...
Well, I'll tell you what, Jody.
Okay.
We need the motion to pass permanent appropriations.
Before we make the change within, as long as
No.
it doesn't exceed the certificated...
Right.
Okay.
We're not going to change the certified amount.
Okay.
But if we can just move line items around
We're allowed to do
now,
that?
yeah.
Okay.
And then that'll be a part of permanent appropriations.
Okay.
Is that okay?
That's fine.
Do it that way?
That's fine.
Okay. Can we start with the general fund?
Sure.
All right. There's the one place here, fiscal charges, the last line item in the general fund. We had $4,000 in there for audit costs. She's saying in the letter I just signed this morning, it's going to be $58.22. So if you want to change that one.
Change.
And we're not decreasing anything anyplace. We're just increasing it because we hadn't appropriated everything anyway
Okay.
in the general fund.
Right. Yeah.
Which page?
22 and 4.
And also in the general fund, I'm going to be lowering the local government by $15 in revenue.
On the appropriation status.
Yeah. What page was it?
Page 2. I'm sorry.
Page 2 is the fiscal charges.
Yeah, page 2, line item 1,840,840.
I got it.
Instead of 4,000, make that 58.22. Okay, anything else in the general fund that you guys can think of?
The local government's down by 15.
Yeah, local government on the revenue is going to be down by $15. He lowered us. That's
That's the one that went from 250 to, okay.
yeah. To 535. I had 550, and he's saying now it's going to be 535. That's pretty much the way it goes with that local government. We never know. Okay, then in the 2011 fund, we only appropriated $5,000 in there, and we can go more than that. We can go as high as $12,000. How are we doing for repairs? That's what we use that money for.
The international's going to need some
That's right, you did say that, yeah.
repairs this year. The exhaust is going to need replaced on it, and
Yeah, that's right, I
going to need some
remember.
overhaul
Yeah.
and this and that this year.
You
I don't know how much that's going to, I don't have any idea on price
Yeah,
until they dig into it.
yeah. I mean, we've got the money because we've got the anticipated revenue in there, and that's usually what we use that fund for. Should we up that?
So it doesn't hurt anything to up it.
No, it doesn't. We don't have to spend it.
Right.
So,
Do you want to double it?
sounds fantastic to me.
So we're going to the repairs and maintenance?
Yes, that's also on page 2.
Right.
2011, 330, 323.
Yeah. We're taking that to 10,000?
Yeah. Okay, gas tax is pretty much a wash. I don't think we can do too much there. Is everybody okay with what's in there? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Okay, road and bridge, same way. Gas, electricity, telephone, supplies were pretty well where we need to be there. Okay, cemetery, that's all up in the air, the 2041. Until we hear, oh, did you see where the commissioners signed their contract with Sunoco? Yeah, that was in the paper.
We're still waiting. I've been talking, Clayton called me a couple times, and he called me the other day and said that he talked to Tim, and Tim said they'd be out in a few days. That was over a week ago, and I
Yeah.
still haven't heard anything from Tim.
Yeah, okay. Okay, cemetery, so there's nothing much we can do there. All right, we get to the fire, and we're pretty well appropriated out there. You can get in your financial reports, you know where the money is, okay? And that's not to say we can't move it around.
Right.
You know that, okay.
Yeah, no, I'm good with what's there.
Okay. Permissive license tax, am I going too fast? Okay.
Just for me, if you can just give me the account code.
Oh, okay, permissive is,
2231.
Yes.
yes,
Okay.
good.
I'll catch on.
You get a star.
Give me a couple more months, I'll get it. Just give me a smiley face, I'll be in good shape.
Okay, anything there, let's see, permissive, what can we do there? Well, no, we're maxed out there. Okay. All right, then going over to recycling, Joe, 2902, Denny.
Yep, I'm there.
Okay, now what do we want to do here?
If we take 2,000 out of the 10,000 for contracted service, that would leave that at 8,000.
Okay.
And then what if we added 1,500 of that to the salaries, and then use the other 500 to be proportionate, or whatever we would need for the PERS and the Medicare match?
All right, so that would make, what'd you say, 1,500, that would be 9,500 for salaries?
9,500, right,
Okay, and the other 500 between OPERS and Medicare,
right.
right?
I mean, I don't know the percentages, what is it?
Yeah.
10%, 14%?
It's 14 on the OPERS and 2.9.
Okay.
So if it's okay, I'll figure that out.
If you want to make the adjustment and then take the balance of that and put it, figure it out where the put as much of it in the salaries as we can.
Okay.
Then if we take the 6,000 out that Angel earns during the year for her annual salary, that'll leave us a little bit of leeway when it comes to recycling, Luke, as far as help with, because one person cannot do it on Saturdays. You're going to have some help.
Right.
Okay.
And it just gives us a cushion in case something comes up that we're not aware of or busier than usual. I'd rather have the cushion and not use it than realize we need it and overspend it and then end up getting dinged for it later.
And we've got the 2,500 there in other.
Right.
That we can dip into if we need to. Okay. Okay, the road bond fund is a moot point.
Is there any way we can do anything with that money ever? There's not a statute of limitations of time, or when they don't request it back, that it shouldn't be eligible to be up for...
Not that I know
I think
of.
we looked at that, didn't Ivan look at that?
I think he did.
I looked up in the Ohio Revised Code, and I couldn't. I just see where it says that once you allocate it, it has to be spent from there, but it didn't say anything about if the funds are left in there for a dormant amount of period,
Yeah.
or amount of time.
Yeah. Okay, EMS transport is the 2905, and we've got contracted services and operating supplies, and there again, we have no idea what we're going to get in there.
Right,
I just took a stab in the dark, and so we just kind of have to play it by ear with that.
Yeah, we can always move it around if we get it early.
Yes, if we get a whole bunch in. Yeah. Okay, the mausoleum, not much we can do there. Okay, debt service 3101 is, the Weaver Road payments are in there, and then the money from the fire truck special levy goes in there and goes back out to the bank, so that's all taken care of. The 4901 is the road truck funds that are still in there. They're appropriated already from last year, so there's nothing in there to spend. And then the rest of these are the bequest funds, and our hands are tied on those too. And really and truly, some of these, like 4955, really and truly only has $1 to be spent for the whole year. Really and truly. That's all.
My kids can cut some flowers out. I mean, construction paper.
So, okay. Anything else that you guys can think of? This keeps us
Voting.
Yeah, we're floating. And it keeps us within what the county auditor says we can spend, so, and hopefully we don't have to. Oh, I know what it was on that 2011. That's mine.
The heck it is, woman.
Oh, this,
Time to talk when you're fighting over a paper clip.
on the 2011 fund, the interest, that was a typo on my part. I put in that we were going to get $250 this year on interest in that fund. There is no way. My decimal point didn't go in where it needed to go. So
$2.50.
yes, $2.50. So I'll be lowering anticipated revenue in that fund, but we're still okay. All right. Okay.
Motion to approve these final appropriations.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
And I'll vote yes.
All right, I will send these in to the county auditor then, and what he will do is send us a certificate that says our appropriations fall within this last amended certificate that we just got that is correct, because the other one wasn't correct.
Just close.
Give or take.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Our audit is in progress as we speak. It's always been jumping through hoops and everything like that.
And Kevin jumped through a bunch of hoops today. He carried all the stuff out for her.
He needs some physical exercise. He's been sitting in the
Talk nice to her and all that stuff.
Yeah, she was nice.
Oh, yeah.
She's
I
working.
cried a little bit when we talked about Dolly, you know.
Of course.
Does that help? Does it help?
You were a little bit.
She's working out of her house.
Yeah.
And she said that they have the auditors now, the field auditors, doing a lot of that.
Really?
It saves them on travel time, and like 2 years ago when our other auditor took our stuff to Sebring, they have to give them something to use their office, so it's saving them money.
So in the meantime, when they're asking for stuff that they've forgotten, it usually can be scanned and emailed, or has to be, okay.
Yeah, usually. I can't think of anything that she wouldn't take that way, but yeah, I think.
Okay, and then UAN is also reducing our monthly fee by 5%. Lucky us.
$9
Yeah,
a month?
yeah,
$9 is $9.
that's right.
Kevin, the roads are taking a beating out there, eh? And you were...
Yeah, we were out of cold patch, out of the packaged cold patch that we usually purchase from Ace. I checked the roads last week during their little on-call. I ended up not patching anything. There was no major holes, nothing that was going to tear. There was some starting, so I figured I'd just wait until the frost get completely out of the road. Our roads are actually in really good shape, I thought.
By comparison, I would say so.
Oh, well, I mean,
Definitely by comparison.
by comparison to even some of our state roads.
Yeah,
around here, so,
yeah, definitely.
I mean, we're in really good shape. Even Leffingwell Extension, I went through in December and did a lot of patching. That's when I used up a ton of cold patch that we had, and all that stayed in nice and stuff. So keep an eye on them.
Do you want cold patch?
Yeah, I talked to you. You said that you knew somebody that had some.
Yeah, I can
That we can get a really good price on it.
$90 a ton compared to the...
Yeah, it was $165 at Central.
And if we just have to go pick it up like you would have to go to Central and pick up. So.
Yeah, no big deal. Like I said, I'd probably, if you want to do a ton, or maybe 2 ton, probably 2 ton.
I told them we're looking for 2 tons.
I'll take the big truck up and just
Can't
bring
we go
it.
to Columbus to get it?
No,
No,
no.
no.
Kind of
Just
falls.
just kind of, but, yeah, I'll take the big truck and then bring it back here and dump it out back in a pile, tarp it, and then use as needed. I can use the tractor to scoop it up. That'll probably work the best.
Does anybody want to make a motion?
I'll make a motion, we do that.
And I'll second.
Probably won't even need a full 2 ton, but
Uh,
you never know.
You can always use it.
You never know.
For
what-
$90 a ton, you can use it.
Yeah.
And then Jason, if you want to get me that vendor information, and do you know when you're going to go?
Later this week, probably.
Because what I was going to do was send the W-9 with you. If I email that to you, can you take it with you?
Fine.
That's so that they don't charge a sales tax.
Right.
I don't mean a W-9. I
W-9
mean
form.
yeah.
I have them in my drawer, so.
Oh, okay, you got tax exempt?
Yeah.
Oh, then just take one with you. Okay.
Okay, that's if the price doesn't exceed $90 a ton? Or is it just like going to give a leeway?
No, I think you told me $90.
You did tell, okay.
And if it's more than that, I'll wait till the next meeting.
Well, just payroll deduction works good.
Okay, perfect.
I vote yes.
My driveway needs it too.
Well, no, by comparison, I mean, I know it's $90, but by comparison, what is it to purchase otherwise?
He's
$160
$160
at Central.
down.
160.
That's
what they had listed
Okay,
on there.
so as long as it's under $100 a ton?
Yeah.
Most
Then we
likely
should
buy
be
one,
good.
get one free.
Yeah. Are we good with that? If it's under $100? Okay.
Okay.
It better only be 90.
What's that?
But it better only be 90.
I'm hoping, I'm working on
Okay.
84.
That works, that's even better.
Spend up to 200.
The International is back in service. It had some electrical issues. It's all good. I called Goshen again and thanked them for the use of their truck.
This is back when?
Back from
Okay,
February.
okay.
Yeah, from around the last meeting.
The dump bed is in the process of being built and delivering at the end of next week.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
good.
actually on the assembly line being constructed as we speak.
Delivering to Myers to be,
Yeah, it would be delivered into Meyer sometime next week, probably end of next week. So that's probably in 2 weeks.
And you would say we're moving along.
Tuesday, which
Middle of
is
March. huh?
But it's in March, so
Yeah.
we're on schedule what we were told.
March
end of March.
21st, I think.
Yeah, so we're good.
You attended your Bureau of Workers' Comp class February 20th.
Actually, a pretty good class.
Uh,
And he wouldn't credit me for next year, since I only need a half day and I took a full day. I said, well, can you just credit us for next year? He says, it don't work that way.
Aw, hey, you gotta try.
And there was 2 of us in the class, campaigning for that. So.
They wouldn't let you take a vote?
If only for that easy.
Trash collection is scheduled July 12th through the 19th. Do I have those dates correct? That's what I have wrote down.
I believe so.
That's what I have wrote down in my phone.
Yep, Saturday to Saturday.
Okay.
And I'm going to wait a little, I'll call Wolford's and see if they're still interested in doing it. It's going to be really hard for them to give us a price right now because with the fuel cost, I'm actually kind of afraid to call right now because fuel's up way over $4. I didn't know if you had an idea of maybe another company that does. I mean, they give us the boxes for nothing typically to do it, and they've been pretty good. And
Yeah, I don't know anybody else with it.
okay, I just don't know if anybody had any other idea for. I was going to ask them this time because they're telling me the boxes we had before were 40 cubic yards, even the top
Yeah, well,
size. I was
they
going to
bring a
ask
bigger one
maybe I would
sometime
like.
though, too.
Yeah, the 60. I think that obviously if you have one that's half again as big, you're going to have less trips. I don't know if that was going to change the cost of the transportation costs. I could ask if they had a bigger box, especially when it comes to the trash.
Yeah.
Just didn't know for the height on the side, because even with the 40
Yeah,
cubic
because
yards,
with the 40 though, it's so much easier to load.
yeah, but you still can't get it over top of it with the tractor,
Yeah.
with the high sides,
With the 40 yard, yeah.
even with the higher sides.
Yeah. So I don't know what the 60, if there's a 60 or what. Ask them, see what they
Okay.
come up with. You never know.
Okay.
They might be a little bit wider too, because a lot of the times I try to load from the back of those until they get
Right.
real full anyhow, so. Because you can drive the tractor right up into them.
I just thought with the higher sides, you were having a harder time actually pushing it down with the bed of the tractor because of the height on the side. Before, that's how we were able to compact it down to get more stuff in there.
Yeah. Our other workers have problems.
Okay.
All righty.
Okay, moving right along.
Bidding documents for the grade excavation and mowing are available, and we'll be opening those up next meeting, March 17th at 7 p.m. Local Government Innovation Fund, for the 911 feasibility study, they were looking for a letter of support, and after our MCTA meeting, I believe we were all in agreement that we were going to support that.
I make a motion that we sign the letter of support.
And I'll second that.
And I'll vote yes.
Thank you.
And I would like to say one thing. Had we had that information prior to them sending that out in the first place, I think there would have been a lot more support.
Oh, I agree.
And I understand
you
the
know what?
time... Go ahead.
Some of that wasn't true what I said in the previous meeting to you guys. They changed their minds on some things and didn't tell anybody else, neither.
They being the...
fire chief?
No, the fire chiefs.
Okay.
And it was like,
When did
Yeah.
they become aware of the fact that the PSAPs were only going to be, 2 PSAPs were going to be funded in 2017? That's why I wondered if that was a game
probably
changer.
good 6 months or so.
Oh, really?
At
Okay.
least, yeah. Or even longer, maybe even closer to a
Okay.
year.
Because Anna said that she did not get very many letters of support back, and I told her, I said, we didn't because, first of all, there wasn't enough information given to us, and then going back in the history with Mr. Tablack and the meeting in North Jackson, and I tried to explain to her, I said, you know, you're talking about this like we had a choice. Oh, Austintown did their thing, and Boardman did their thing, and I'm like, you know, I mean no disrespect, but you're talking like we had a choice. We had no choice
had
because
no
you wouldn't help us.
Yeah.
So do you understand why we're being apprehensive now? And she's like, no, and so they say, and the fire chief said that they're willing to work with them and that the commissioners have been working together. And hopefully everybody means what they say and they're going to work together. And that's one thing I asked about sending the report or the draft in, was specifically stating that the fire chiefs, they're both in agreement that a council of government to be established would be a good idea. So it wouldn't be the commissioners making the decision,
Right.
and it wouldn't be just the fire chiefs. If you had a board of everybody
That was the smartest.
that had
Oh,
an
they're gonna
interest,
make a cog.
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah.
and then
Wow.
that way you're going to have a consensus of everybody together, not just serve one purpose. And I thought that was probably the best thing that came out of that meeting.
Wow.
Yes.
So,
Yeah,
But,
because the sheriff, just for him to have all that.
It's a conflict of interest, first of all.
Exactly, EMA and everything.
before
Well, that's
anything
like-
else.
That's like Comstock said, they can't do it legally.
They asked for one of them groups back when 911 first came through and John
Yeah.
Bush was pushing it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's how long this has been
Yes.
saying.
That's probably why they said no.
Well, but I mean, probably
Yes,
said the
you're
same crap.
Yes.
911.
After having the information we had, it makes
a good meeting.
lot. It was
Really
an
good.
excellent meeting. It was an excellent meeting, and thank you for attending. We appreciated that.
Memorial tree garden orders are ongoing through the end of the month. We've had one come in. Our MCTA dinner is March 20th in Green Township.
Are we all going to that?
Actually, it's in Canfield
Oh, sorry.
at a la carte.
Green Township's hosting is what I
Yeah.
meant to put.
We're all going.
I plan on attending.
Yeah.
I was planning.
Yeah.
It's $20. It's the
I
cheapest
know.
one, that's why I knew you'd go.
That's right. That's right.
That's per couple, right?
So that's the Berlin one.
District Advisory Council meeting, March 27th at 7 p.m. in Campfield.
You going?
Yes, ma'am.
And just for Denny, so that's the district, that's usually the chairpersons. Everybody's welcome to attend, but the chairperson has the proxy
That's the
vote.
vote.
Okay.
Okay.
Remove your cemetery decorations, please, by April 1st. And Memorial Day
Oh.
service is going to be May 25th, and I guess we need to start thinking about some speakers.
Actually,
I sent a text message to Walt Disney.
Okay?
He did a memorial or a veterans talk for me at our lodge.
Fantastic. And he said yes?
He said to give him the date if we want him. I don't want to ask him and then somebody says we don't, but if we're all in, if we're all good.
If we have a speaker in March, go!
I'll send Walt a...
What's the date on that, Jason?
March
25th.
May 25th.
It's another
And
month.
our program is at 2 p.m.
2 p.m.
Remind me when you go to pick up that cooler, Kevin, that it's a penny more than what he says.
I was going to suggest this year getting the ice cream, but ixnay in the cooler.
Oh.
Where are you going to put it?
We have the freezer in the fire station is big enough for all the ice cream.
No, is it? There's
Yeah.
there's several cases of it. It would never fit in there.
We only got 4 cases last year, did we not?
No, I believe there was more than that, because there's 24 in a case, there was, I can't remember.
But, no, there's just 2 boxes of 24 in a case. So there's extra, or I think is what. But last year I was thinking when we got it, it was like, I think it all fit in the freezer. So, something to think about when it gets closer.
We can do a drive run.
Let's try.
That
What don't fit, I'll just eat.
freezer is empty.
Well,
Before we
the
get-
freezer now needs to be empty.
Before we get too far ahead of this, if I get a hold of Walt, doesn't he, we need him here at 2 o'clock or earlier?
Earlier.
We'll feed them pizza and
You want him here at noon?
1 o'clock. 1
One.
o'clock, I said. He's gonna have to talk to us for an
Okay,
hour.
so do we need to call Sandy or just write her a letter and tell her the programs need to be done?
Have them here, make sure you get a hold of school.
Actually, she sent the format up, she emailed it here to the office, so it's actually up on the computer, so we can have the other one to go by, and once we get the information together, if one of us can figure out how to do it, I'm sure.
And we need the school.
For the bands.
The band.
I don't know if she put the letters on there, and I don't know who all she sent the letters to.
Well, we'll have to get that from her. Band, 4-H, Rotans.
What about,
Scouts and stuff.
She took care of the Memorial Day.
yes.
We discussed the tables and chairs. I'll donate the tables and chairs for this, so it'll be...
It's your taking over for Sandy. Perfect.
You're in.
Want me to, I'll
You're in.
take care of it.
Okay. Jody, if you want to lead them in where the stuff is on the computer and what happens.
Okay.
What the? That Memorial Day preparation could not have gone any better. Jeez, oh man.
I think it should all go to the chairperson myself, but we can also, since we already have a speaker, basically,
Well, not, yeah.
I know.
We'll get it started.
but even with the thing, we can put something in the next roundup about asking if any organizations or groups want to participate in the parade. And then I'll have to pull the invoices for the food and stuff so we know how much food to order, because everything's basically pretty much the standard for every
I
year.
called for the pizzas last year, so I have that wrote down.
Okay, we're going to do the same, half from the Dairy Isle and half from G's? Okay.
It'll work for me if everybody else is happy with it.
Fine with me.
Did you enjoy the pizza? You good with it, Kevin? Rick, good? Everybody's good?
If you guys don't mind, I'm going to text the Walt right now and see maybe...
Not during the meeting.
We
Sorry.
do the cookies. We do the cookies.
Yes. Well, Martha does the cookies.
I was going to say, Sandy did all the cookies.
Yeah, oh, yeah, Sandy did all the cookies, Denny, so we need to buy.
Can't see that from the...
So this will be the Memorial Denny service.
Who's going to be the MC?
Him, chairperson. That's how we always, no, it wasn't, we did our turn.
We were rotating.
I did it last year.
And I did it the year before, because I forgot to introduce all you guys.
Yeah,
All
so,
right, I'll do it.
or it could be Memorial Denny.
Either way, it doesn't matter. It used to be Sandy. I remember I just had to show up and sit down.
He's willing.
Done.
Okay.
I do it every year for the Lord's.
This could not have gone any better.
I object.
Perfect. Next meeting, March 17th at 7 p.m.
Our mission here is not to make Jason's life easier. Boom! We are on television.
I'm going to hand some of this off to the veterans.
There we go, there we go. I'll ask Martha about making cookies. I think she's
She can
kind of...
get started right
Yeah,
now.
she kind of picked up the slack for some of the other ones that have faded away or whatever, so we'll see. And then,
She stops shoveling snow.
yeah, and then typically each one of us brings 3 dozen cookies as well. Okay?
Yeah, I'll see if I can pick some up someplace.
Oh, they're going to taste like Sandy's cookies too. Giant Eagle.
We don't want to spend it.
No. Okay, Jody.
Actually, I believe that we've already went over everything I was going to discuss, so I have nothing.
Oh, here's your star.
Really big Jason's night.
Here's your star.
Tenny?
When I was down at the OTA, they showed us the new updated source books, and they've updated the fiscal officer source book, the trustee source book, and I don't know, do we have a personnel management source book here? If not, well, anyhow, the situation they have, they're $25 each for the source books, or they have a 3-volume, you can pick any 3 you want, which I was suggesting those 3, for $60, and then the shipping was $8. So I would like to make a motion that we get those 3 source books in and keep them here at the office.
I'll second it.
I'll vote yes.
They're interesting read. They have been updated since the ones that are up in the office.
I was looking at them, and they're really,
Okay.
and I'm sure you guys know what they are, but
If they've been updated, we should have updated ones.
We could have won them, but I kept saying during the OTA.
Yeah, I know.
Don't call me. I wanted to go through.
That's the application.
Okay, and I'll send, they want the check, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Okay.
Good looks.
You can write a serious note, maybe we'll go for it.
How about an IOU?
The only other thing I have is I was in contact with Jeff Allen and Billy Capabianco and Pat Mondero. So you are getting the reports, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. You'll be getting another report here in the next
They're
couple
not
of
very
days.
detailed, but it's more, a lot more than we've been getting.
And you're going to get a new, they're trying to add them up. They're trying to do them better and better each time. You know, the best I can do is just give you what they're saying that they're going to give us, but I'm glad that they're finally, because it was making me look kind of funny of, I'm saying they're coming and they weren't showing up, but now, and you'll be getting another one here the next couple of days. I also added my email on to receive the reports, so do you have an email?
No.
So, and if you know where I'm at, if you want, as soon as I get the reports, I'll print out a copy for you. That way you'll have a copy yourself too. I just want to make sure that everybody on the Crime Watch has what they need for that. Other than that, that's I think we talked about the cemetery grant. Hopefully we get that. It would be nice. Also, we talked to Kevin. I hope you know that you're the speaker for the April 11th Berlin Historical Society.
Yes.
Okay. You get your presentation ready for it?
Yeah, April 10th.
And that's it for me.
Okay. Kevin?
Just a couple things, just been doing a lot of plowing snow and treating roads and keeping up with them. Haven't had any problems, except for yesterday, Sunday, I hit the stop sign down on Leffingwell Extension that goes back to the campgrounds. So I had to go put that, if you guys, no one called, whatever. It was just for their driveway. That little campgrounds that goes back in there. It's actually on Deerfield's side. I was going to blame it on Deerfield, but just couldn't do it. So, cemetery, I talked to a salesman the other day. He came into Ellsworth, so I went down and visited him. Cremains seem to be popular, gaining popularity instead of burials. They have these niches. They're way more expensive than I ever dreamed. They're called niches. This is a 64-unit niche.
Is that a mausoleum type thing?
It's a mausoleum. You can put two cremains in each box. There's 64 boxes. Basically breaks down to about $320 a box. So you'd be selling them for probably what we sell a double lot for. And that unit's $20,000.
Holy smokes!
I was like, whew, my goodness, so much for that.
Spreading on the strip of Vegas.
I mean, that's just, but that, there's also a lot of popularity for the spreading gardens too. And we have this wooded area on the north side, on this side of our West Cemetery. So, I mean, as over the next year or whatever, I might slowly start cleaning that out, and then we can look into maybe putting a small trail in there, then turn that into a spreading garden, and we can charge people for like a bench. They can spread or bury their loved one in there.
Actually, Denny went to
And
one of
do
the
it, so.
classes for the cemetery.
That's what he was saying. So we jumped right into that.
So it's like an area where you put the ashes?
You charge people $1 and they can spread it, and then they can either put their name on a plaque that you supply for $1 amount, or they can buy a bench with their memorial, on there.
See, I
stuff
would
like
think if
that.
you did a spreading garden, you'd almost have to do it, what would you have on the inside of it, so you obviously wouldn't run the mower over top of it?
You mulch it and stone it, yeah.
Okay,
You would actually make it like a little garden, and it would be like a surrounded by stone or whatever you...
okay.
And flower
then-
beds and stuff like
Okay,
that.
so then you would, put like a post where they could actually put a plate with their
Yes.
name on it on the exterior perimeter?
Yeah, I mean, actually, before Denny even came to me, I was looking at that, and I was thinking if you just put like a winding trail up through there, and then maybe one of them little 8-foot gazebos, and put a garden around it, it'd be just a nice little thing.
In the woods?
In the wooded area, cleaning up, and just, do it over the next couple of years, as the money, a little bit of time and money is available, not even in a big hurry, but could be ahead of the thing. I know Goshen's actually thinking about putting one in, and Ellsworth is now too.
Yeah, when we were down in Columbus, Tom Needler and Ellsworth had met, and we were all talking about the same thing. We were all getting pretty much on the same page of how nice that would be to just have the spreading gardens with the memorial. And
Because basically we're letting people do it for free now.
I know
That way we
one of
can
the...
be a little more organized instead of putting 3 or 4 people in a double.
There were some questions about if it was legal to spread them. It is.
It is,
Legal to
yeah.
sell them and spread them. And then he was saying that, you put your flowers and stuff around there, the nutrients from the ashes are so rich that you won't find any better. I mean, it sounds like fertilizer, but I mean...
Because I'm full of it.
But there's a lot of people that are just really changing their minds about it. I know I talked to a lot of people about...
So would maintaining the garden be the same as maintaining a grave? So would there have to be a bequest set up, or do you pull the weeds, or is that part of just ongoing maintenance of the cemetery?
I would say it would just be
Cemetery
maintenance,
maintenance, I would-
because it's not one particular grave.
I would do a lot of perennial type things and shrubs.
I think it remains garden, I think I would consider that before.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
After,
Yeah.
I thought, the guy was coming in there, so I had I said, I might as well go down there. And
You're
found out that
crafty,
they're
you can't
called...
make something like
This is
that.
everything I thought, for that price, I need to get, and we found out they're called niches.
Niches, yeah.
So, but,
They're like old dressers up at auction.
but I was like, whew.
If we keep
Yeah,
our
good
ears-
friends with Larry Kilbert down there at Batista Granite, we can...
I was going to say, if we keep our ears up, maybe he has some scraps or some seconds or something, we can start, it might be 3 or 4 different colors, but...
What about the area over instead of trying to do something in the woods, that area over like where we kind of designated where the road might go if we ever expand or whatever, often that area there, almost to the north of that, we don't go there because we don't know what is there, but there's no stones or anything there, just in that like little area. I don't know how big an area you'd be looking at probably for a garden.
You could do like maybe a 20 by 20, you'd be fine.
20 by 20?
Sure.
Maybe
Something
something like that, if you didn't want to go back. I mean, I think it would be neat being back in the woods as long, there's a lot of cleaning up that would need to be done
Yeah,
back there.
that's why I said I'd be just one, because I'm actually going to start down there this week on that back section that we talked about, where the new lot is, because a lot of those lots are getting sold now, and the people had concern with that woods being dirty. So, it's supposed to actually warm up this weekend, and Dick and I was going to start down there, get that cleaned up, and then also, Berlin Station Road and Mill Road needs some tree cleaning, so, since we're on that all ties together.
That's a start.
Also talked to Bill Beck on cemetery driveways down there, possibly rerouting. He's supposed to get me a price on that, then I'll get that back to you guys. And I'll show you guys my plans on that when we get costs and all that.
Why would we be doing that now?
Just, not right now, but in the summertime. Because the way the oil well driveway needs revamped, because people are using that driveway now as a regular driveway. And I didn't see a point of putting money into a driveway we don't own, and it's not on our property. If we're going to put money into a driveway, we should move it over and put it on our property.
We have no money in the cemetery fund right now.
Well, that's it.
Okay.
I know. Gotta
Okay.
get the prices out there and then
Yeah.
see where we're at. Snow blower broke. That's where we had some problems with the clearing the sidewalks. We did get them cleared. I set up a new account with the Kubota dealer in Ravenna. Very nice place, very nice people. It's actually the same distance if I drove to Phil's, but a little quicker route. And they have more stuff up there, so I don't know if they sent you a bill yet.
Yes, we were paying it tonight.
But I had, yeah, chain drive kept breaking on it, so we got that replaced. I did have to pick up a couple more master links because I was having problems with the chain, and I actually purchased them from Conocoil.
Okay.
She was able to get some in. Truck repair we already did. Fuel for the trucks we're now purchasing at Country Pantry right now.
Yeah.
Instead of Ruzzles, he hasn't got any, I don't know what the issue is with.
It's too expensive.
Yeah, he doesn't have the money available, or he doesn't want to spend over $4 a gallon for diesel fuel, so
Yeah.
that's why it's been coming in at the Country Pantry.
Okay.
We've been doing the same thing.
If they've been okay with it, and, you know, they've been sending
Yeah,
stuff
there's
in,
been
so,
filling down there.
yeah, if you just want to give me your copies, that's all, and you have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I also put them on the gas thing I send you tomorrow.
Yeah.
For, I don't know if you noticed, I also started trip records on that. They update it, and I can put trip records, so every time I go out and plow and do the road check and sign inventory, that's all on there too now.
Yeah.
Tarma didn't give, I mean, they had recommended forms that they gave us. I don't know how it is on your phone, but I know that when you open it in Excel, you have to kind of look,
You have to clean it up.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well, I don't, because I don't do anything with it. I leave it like it is, so.
Yeah, like here, this is the way I clean them up. Just so here's the trip records, and then there's
Oh, wow.
the fuel, so
Yeah, it doesn't
you
look
just
like
go in there
that
and
on
clean
the
them up.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, because they give it all the information, and
right.
apparently their
That's good, though.
app designer doesn't care what.
And I think when she makes her appearance, we need to give her these.
Mhm.
Maybe we'll wow her.
Mind blown.
And that's all I have.
Okay.
Rick?
June 28th will be safety days at the Corps of Engineers that we always do every year.
50 days.
And that's at the lake?
Yes,
What date?
June 28th. It usually starts about 11 o'clock. They also want to do another mock drowning down there this year that we'll set up with Portage County Water Rescue Team.
What, the same day?
No. No, we went out last year and got all the, we had Kent, Ravenna, Deerfield, us, everybody that's kind of in the whole water rescue type thing. I guess sometime this year, or soon it's supposed to happen, they are going to allow us to be a part of that team. Remember, there was some conflict of interest with the EMA person over there that didn't want us to be a part of it because we were in a different county. But I think they push really good the Portage County Water dive team because they like our boat. It's able to get a body into it. We're able to transport and
Why would they, I mean, first of all, you're the department that's here when all the campers are in Berlin Township. You have the boat, you've been trained, you have the training. Why would they be pushing against that and not prior to?
Here's the thing. We call Portage County. We don't call Mahoney County. Okay?
Okay.
We have to call for them. So when they come, they have the dive team.
Right.
They take over.
Okay.
Because I don't know, we assume split command on it. 4 times, the last 4 times we were out for driving, they've used our boat as the medical boat. And they're real good with all that stuff, so it works out real well.
It's
But,
just politics.
it was all politics.
So Mahoney County was giving you trouble or Portage County?
Portage County, EMA.
Okay,
Yeah, now you're in a different county.
okay. But now they're becoming more receptive and
Yes.
everybody's okay.
Yeah, so should work out pretty good. Denny picked up his flyer down there at the Columbus for lights and things, portable lights. I'm like,
No,
what?
I got one for you. It's a inflatable. Goes like 12 feet in the air.
Yeah,
Is
that's,
that
inflated?
inflatable? Runs off a generator.
Yeah,
Down too.
yeah. But this guy said he'd come out and stuff and work with us and see what he's got. I'm gonna call him up and have him come down and see what he got. I have 4 or 5 portable lights that we handheld portables, the big ones that go in the truck that are bad, won't charge anymore. So those need to be replaced, and that's what, Denny said he was pretty receptive and working a deal out and stuff, so I'm gonna get a hold of him and have him come down and see what he can offer us. Other than that, that's all I got.
Mr. Rozier?
I'm just curious, the free labor that Sheriff Moline County uses, is that available to us with the prisoners, or would it be a bigger hassle than...
No, we've used them in the past.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
That's good.
We use
I didn't
Yeah,
know
they
that.
work out really good.
Good.
The only time it's been an issue is I called once about asking them if they could come and mow at the foreclosed properties, and they wouldn't allow that, but they've been available to us for the recycling collections and stuff. Anytime we need help, we can call them and we'll probably be utilizing them this year when we do our...
They'll probably work till the unions put a stop to it. That's what they're fighting right
We've
now.
heard that. We're non-union, so we're good.
Yeah.
Anything else, sir? Okay. Anything for you? All right,
No.
we'll sign everything.
Okay. Somewhere. This one is
That thing?
And there's the 2 minutes, the fire department and this one.
Okay.
Darlene, do you want me to email this to Anna DeSantis instead of sending it to her?
That's fine.
I will do that.
Okay.
We got Walt Disney.
What a good meeting.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
He's gonna
We've
come.
never gotten a Memorial Day done in March, ever, ever, ever.
Thank you very much.
Sometimes it hasn't been done in a day.
Yeah. We'll wing it.
We have a full-time trustee.
I beg your pardon.
Well, 2 polls and I'll just hang out. I'm good. Working acronym. Let's go. Motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
No vote yes.
Kevin, do you want this back?
No, you can keep them. I got copies of my own.
How's this